This is your announcer, Shannon Saint Mainframe, welcoming you to our IP Livecast Patreon bonus. On this Hall of Fame edition of the show, one of the memes revisited is Mindy Meyer. I actually went to high school with Mindy, but we didn't hang out. She was too robotic and kept trying to drag me to a mikvah. Our IP Livecast starts now.
Wow, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that Shannon Saint Mainframe knows what a mikveh is. But welcome.
If you deny a mikveh invitation, does that count as a bar mikveh? Just asking.
You know that I thought back when Mindy was a child that the schools were still segregated between humans and robots and androids. I'm surprised that they were classmates.
Well, they probably put Mindy in the robot class.
Oh, that's right. You see, you hit on something there. I think because her mannerisms are so robotic, they may have assumed she was an android.
That's why she could cross the aisle politically so well.
You mean even the men? They're like, let her conflagrate with the women because she's, she's like a robot. They're sexless. It's fine.
Yeah, nobody sees her as a threat. She would make it to the finale of Survivor. She wouldn't win, but she'd get all the way to the end. And then people are like, wait, she's still here? All right.
I thought we drowned her in episode 2. She's resilient, that Mindy.
She just held her breath underwater the whole time until the finale that she...
she kept constantly talking. And then there's no way for her lungs to get to take on water.
The sharks just went the other way.
Not interested.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, you've probably put it together now, or read the description, that one of the characters, one of the memes we're inducting into our metal or RIP Livecast.
Our very metal RIP Livecast.
Our very metal RIP Livecast Meme Hall of Fame. We have another lovely addition for you patrons. And I'm very excited to announce the 3 new inductees into the RIPL Livecast Meme Hall of Fame. And the inductees include, of course, Mindy Meyer.
We need the WWE graphics department to put the
and then we, of course, are inducting the Agnostic Front song, I Miss the Old New York.
Is this the first time a song has been inducted?
Well, Havana.
Oh, Havana, right.
My vagina ain't handicapped.
How could I forget?
But we're doing that and Vinny Stigma's Pigeon Fascination.
Right, I guess Vinny Stigma is really who's being inducted into the Livecast Meme Hall of Fame, who is, of course, the guitarist of Agnostic Front.
Yeah, no one gives a shit about the other guys in that band.
Well, the singer, right? They're the two original.
Roger Murray.
Roger Murray, thank you.
Okay, sorry, Raj.
You're on a nickname basis with Raj.
Me and Raj went to school back when android segregation was still in place. So
that's part of the old New York he misses.
We used to taunt the cyborg kids.
And finally, a favorite of mine.
Favorite of everyone's.
The Patty Pie guy.
Mm-hmm.
So those are...
Now, do you hear that, by the way? I know we're not into it yet, but before I forget this, that's the one drop. He drops the fork out of sheer ecstasy how good this pie is, and you hear it clink. You ever notice that? Listen.
I didn't notice it until you just mentioned it. Yeah.
One more time. Come on, Patty!
Oh, there you I got it on the third one.
Well, we have so much to get into, but as always, ladies first. Ladies first. Ladies first. Ladies first.
Ladies first.
How did you not use that as your campaign song?
We are first talking about Mindy Meyer.
Oh,
and before we get to this campaign ad, I feel like how did Mindy Meyer come across? Like, do you remember how she got on our radar?
It must have been like a Gothamist post or something about like this weird city council candidate or whatever, state senate, whatever it was.
Right.
It's
You're
more
right.
some-
That's
she
what
got
it
some
was
light news
because
coverage.
how she was marketing herself was she was marketing herself as like the Legally Blonde candidate.
Yes.
or
Even
something
though
like
she was
that.
not blonde.
Even her website was like all pink themed, and it was
Yes,
sort
and
of
sparkly. Yeah.
glitter. But I also want to say I feel my memory is telling me that she got some national attention, not just she was in that Tosh.0 lane of like a
Yeah, she
national,
became a meme. Yeah.
a localized meme that blew up for about 15 minutes, like the Patti one.
Yeah.
So I think she did experience some countrywide attention.
So I looked it up, and the first mention of Mindy is in episode 173, all the way back in
Jesus
2012. So
Yeah,
10
that's when the
almost 10
campaign
years ago,
was.
in July 2012.
I want to point out that by 2012, we had already done a longer lifespan than most podcasts experience. That was our
Yeah.
fourth year of doing the show.
Jesus.
And so we first, so here's her website.
Oh, it still exists?
It doesn't still exist. This is
Way
an
back.
archive.
Oh, okay.
And this is all the press she's let me load the homepage while.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So there's CNN video,
There you go. Nationwide.
ABC, PIX. I Pink I Can.
Oh boy.
That's almost
Mindy
like
Meyer.
a Pornhub
Oh my
like
God, it
tagline.
is, right?
Mindy Meyer's campaign website combines hot pink, LMFAO, and sparkly gifts.
Remember LMFAO? Remember when they were a thing?
Yes, when Mindy Meyer was one.
Yeah.
Here, what is it? Did we watch the CNN video?
Oh no.
Is Wolf Blitzer going to comment on her pink blazer?
His granddaughter
Dead
probably grew
hospitals
up
like-
with Mindy.
Oh, all right. At the anti-cyborg school.
My favorites. I might love this woman. I love her. She's 22 years old, young woman from Brooklyn, says she's going to take on Albany. Her name is Mindy Meyer, and she is running for a New
Now
York
it's
State
Meyer.
Senate
Meyer.
seat as a Republican. This is her website, bringing a little sparkle, and I mean that literally, to politics.
There's nothing
Hot
sparkling
pink
on this
of
website.
last
I just want to point out this is how starved news media was in 2012.
Man,
That this
can
is
you-
what they're covering.
Can
Can you imagine them doing this today? I literally cannot.
I can.
I don't know.
They always need
LMFAO
filler, man.
song
24 hours is
Sexy
a
and I
long
Know It.
time.
She declares, I'm senator and I know it. Has a bedazzled
Ugh.
masthead. Her issues declares.
Well,
she's
if it was
the diva.
today, it'd be like, isn't Mindy Meyer great? Wait, we have breaking news. Mindy Meyer made a racist tweet.
Yeah.
Sorry. Cancel the last
Instantly.
segment.
A bedazzled masthead. what a phrase.
She's the first person to combine those two words in the English language.
Yeah.
Jesus. Diva of the
Senator and I
district.
know it. Has a bedazzled masthead. Her issues declares she's the diva.
Rob, you ever
of
get
the
masthead?
district in leopard print, and her site says
Great.
she's the first young
That's
woman
what happened
in
on the
history of New York
Titanic. I'm
to
king of the
run for New York
Ugh.
State Senate, which of course is not really true. I guess while I'm young, maybe the first 22-year-old.
And they're playing I
There's
Sexy
a
and I
great
Know
shot
It
of
in the
her
background.
posing
that's the
with the
LMFAO part.
Capitol
Yeah.
behind her. But of course, it's a U.S. Capitol, and she's running for a state Senate seat, so she wouldn't be working in the
I
U.S.
think it's just
Capitol.
they have the
She's
website
gotta
up and it
be
does
right.
that. Remember
What
like
was that?
autoplay music from 2012?
Yes.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
I think, yeah.
Of the,
She's
She's also
system of-
Orthodox Jew. So she's as dazzling and bedazzling and leopard print or whatever, sort of defying the stereotype of being what it is to represent an Orthodox Jewish district.
I
Actually,
love
no,
her.
it doesn't.
She says that's the reason she went to law school. She's a law student, went to, I think, Baruch. She said that she saw Legally Blonde, the movie,
Oh, God.
and was inspired to go, what's wrong with that?
Oh God.
To
Here's
be
the
inspired
question.
to go to law school?
You don't like Legally Blonde?
What's wrong with being inspired to go to law school?
Well, they did it by the wrong method. They were inspired
Yeah.
by a movie, which is verboten.
Why do you love her? Here's why I love her, because she's turning it all on her head, right?
Did you
Here's
see
a
that
girl,
discount
young
Tucker
woman
Carlson that
who
was sitting there?
has a law
What's
degree
that guy's
and
name?
wants
He's
to be a
still on
senator.
TV, but I don't remember his name.
It's Tucker Carlson. There's no bow tie.
And I think she said that she looked at other politicians' websites.
She's a
She
law
thought they
degree.
were. She
She's
thought they
22.
were
She's
boring. She thought they were boring, so she went off to law school. What's wrong with being inspired by Legally Blonde to go to law school?
She agrees with you on the issues. She's for vouchers for school choice.
Why
She
are these
wants to
guys
bring
on her
more
campaign
unemployment
team?
status.
Like,
No,
why?
that's
Are,
not like
I
the
love
case.
it. I love that. I love that it's like the Republican who's knocking her. That she's
Yeah,
not
and that's why they're
serious.
like, wait, she's as vile as you are. What are you
Yeah,
talking
and they're like,
about?
no, I think you agree with her. Here's all
Yeah.
these awful things that.
Yeah. Well, you know what, guys? You've swayed me. Never let it be said that I'm not open-minded. I do think her shittiness is acceptable for my tastes. Can we get to some Mindy content? I want to hear her
Yeah,
speak
well,
again. I don't know
and
why. I
I'm
must hate
sorry,
myself.
Let's see. Let's get Mindy on the line here. Here's her campaign ad.
Mindy,
Hi, my name is Mindy Meyer, and I'm running for New York State Senate in the 21st
is
District
Meyer.
of Brooklyn.
So she's going by my.
I swear to God, at
And
some
it's spelled
point,
Meyer, but I feel like we didn't just make up Mayor. It
I
came from
heard,
somewhere.
I know for a fact, Sid, that I heard out of her lips the word mayor. And I would have said Meyer. I never would have thought mayor, but I heard her say it. I know she did. She must have had some marketing team tell her that mayor is better.
Because that's also a political position.
Oh,
No.
I'm sorry. You guys totally called it. It was her website that plays the song.
Yeah.
I just launched in a separate window. I launched a.
It started playing.
Yeah, I launched the front page, and I'm like,
So
where's that
wait,
coming from?
CNN couldn't mute that, or was that you playing from your computer?
No,
when we were
that was from
hearing it
CNN.
before.
That was from the
Jesus
CNN
Christ.
report.
I guess maybe they didn't
When-
want to mute it.
Yeah. So let's hear about Mindy Meyer.
Okay.
The 21st District of Brooklyn. How about you come take a drive with me?
What was that little
She's got a plan.
awkward
I'm going to
pirouette?
go up to the Senate, and I'm going to represent what you want.
I totally forgot about this. I totally
Her
forgot
yelling
about
at black people.
and then being like, okay.
I'm going to go represent what you want. Okay, defund the police. No, not that. Sorry. Not going to do that one.
No.
Taking action.
All I need to do is just go to my district and get their votes.
She's our.
That's all you got to do. That's all. You just got to get the votes. That's it.
I don't
It's that
know
easy.
why. No one ever thought of this before.
Just tell them to vote for you.
Yes. Point at them angrily and yell in your nasal, whiny Jewish voice. I'm a female
Our
Woody Allen,
voice.
and you're going to vote for me.
She's our voice.
You know what? I'm sorry, but the Senate doesn't have to be a senior citizen's home.
She asks the hope.
Yes. anyone age 22 of any age can be as shitty as they are.
Hard-hitting
Also, like,
questions.
I
So,
love
like,
the
putting me
fact
up
that
there,
like she
do you have
clearly
anything-
fundamentally doesn't understand the position she's running for. Like the state senate isn't a senior citizens home. That's like the minor leagues of politics. That's where you start out. I think she thinks she's running for like the U.S. Senate.
Well, that's what they said in the CNN post, that she was hanging out with U.S. senators, and they're like, "Well, that's not what you're running for, honey."
Do you think that did she win, by the way? No. She
No.
didn't win. Imagine if she won and she got there and there were all these young people. She's like, these sons of bitches all stole my idea. They got rid of all the old people.
What is this? Oh my god, this poor guy.
I know.
I love his look though. He's got the fancy hat. He's got the shirt
classy.
tucked in.
Sure. Panama hat. What is that? Like a Panama hat or a trilby?
So here, I'm reading now this New York Post write-up of this. If I could just divert from this video for a second. In one photo on MindyMeyerForSenate.com, the cute candidate is New York Post.
Of course.
wording,
You're not
okay.
calling her cute. We want to make
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
The cute candidate is superimposed over the dome of the U.S. Capitol, not the Senate chamber
Right.
she's running for in Albany.
I'm really starting to believe that she really didn't.
Yeah.
She thought she was running
Yeah.
for senator. I thought it was a joke at first, but
In another photo, she's holding a bow and arrow as Katniss from the Hunger Games alongside her position on poverty and unemployment.
I'm
more.
against them.
No,
I'm gonna shoot
the-
arrows at homeless people.
the
Chase them away.
position is no more Hunger Games in our district.
Yes, we'll just exterminate the homeless people. Then there won't be any hunger. Everyone should eat arrows. Arrows for everyone to eat. School lunches replaced by delicious arrows.
Meyer may be a political neophyte, but quote, I can tell you one thing. I have no experience in corruption. I'm sorry. I can tell you one thing. I have no experience in corruption. Says the Truro College alum.
Not yet, anyway.
Yeah.
This is a great opportunity to gain some experience in corruption.
The site also claims, quote, a lifelong Flatbush resident, Mindy is the first young woman in the history of New York to run for New York State Senate. Like, on what criteria?
Yeah, what
Being
does
22.
young mean? Yeah.
She's the youngest, is what they're trying to say.
Which
But it's
probably
almost-
also isn't true.
Yeah, right. Who's going to fact check this besides
She
us?
probably asked like two friends, have you ever heard of somebody this young running for state senate? And they're like, no, but I only know you.
What's state senate?
Yeah.
They probably
Like, good enough.
they probably wrote that fact looking up the Senate.
Yeah.
Because they don't know what it is. All her team doesn't know either.
Yeah, let's go back to her ad here.
Up there, do you have anything to lose? Nothing. Do I have your vote, sir? I have your vote. What are you?
It's
Democrat or
amazing that
Republican?
like her
Mindy.
black people, what do you have to lose? Predates Trump doing the same thing by 4
Sure.
years.
It's a similar tactic.
I
Yeah.
mean, really, like, she could have used this as a little resume to get on the Trump team.
Your life sucks. If I don't change anything, it's still gonna suck. What's the big deal?
Yeah. Then you get to hear my voice as an added bonus.
It's a valid point. I'm Mindy. I'm Mindy Meyer. Maya. Sorry, Maya. This week it's Maya. That's what the trends are saying. Analytics. We're going with Maya. Now, you mentioned Trump. I want to point something out here. Since we have some hindsight to this now, this is 10 years ago. I feel that people like Lauren Boebert and Marjorie Taylor Greene sort of took her lane. Like they're doing
for sure
what she wanted to do, like be
Yeah.
a sassy, like fairly semi-attractive compared to other politicians, right-wing, hardcore. They wrap that stuff up in a younger package.
Yeah.
And she must be sitting at home fuming now. I bet you she hates Lauren Boebert.
Oh my god.
Oh, sure. Well, she resurfaced a year or two ago. I remember she came up on the show because she was representing one of those
Has she Tischler?
anti-mask rabbis. Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
That fucking guy.
She's
All
on
right,
Team Heshy.
here's another video that's too queued up for us here.
I'm so glad.
It's called Driving the Diva. What is with these ads?
Is that Toby Maguire?
On political ads? On political
Klein?
I thought Mindy was going to pop up behind them. Excuse me, do you like
My name is
arrows?
Mindy Meyer,
Sorry.
and I'm running for New York State Senate in the 21st District of Brooklyn. How about you come take a drive with me?
So awkward.
The little twirl.
How many times do you think she had to practice the twirl?
Oh my god, she was so dizzy by the end.
By the way, Forward is like an Orthodox Jewish publication. So
Yeah, it's forward into the past.
Time is a circle.
It all started from when I was 11 and a half years old, actually. I was in the streets of Manhattan.
Also, Manhattan. I like that she has to point out that it's 11 and a half. Like, oh, I'm glad we didn't think you were only 11. You were in that mature 6 months.
In case you didn't know, our year starts in the month of September, so I can only process things in half of years. It's very confusing.
And I met Mayor Giuliani. He was doing an interview with Dan Rather, and I approached him and I told him that he's the best mayor we ever had. And he said, I'm probably the only mayor you ever had. How old are you? So I said that I'm
55 half years old.
How old are you? And that's when I realized I could do this. Like, what? What is that?
old.
All you have to
said,
do
well,
in
maybe not.
politics is to ask people how old they are. and shoot arrows at their hearts. Point and yell and tell them their life sucks and that they should vote for me.
Mayor you ever had. How old are you? So I said that I'm 11 and a half years old. And he said, well, maybe not. And then actually a half year later, I sent him an invitation to my bat mitzvah. And I thought he would actually show up, but he did send me a letter congratulating me on it. And from there,
I love that she thought he would actually show up. Based on what?
I mean, if it was the Giuliani of today, then I would for sure think he would show up. That guy shows up anyway now.
Giuliani today, certainly.
Well, and also to meet a 13-year-old girl, he probably definitely would show up. You saw,
but he already saw what she looked like.
Oh,
maybe he didn't remember.
Sid and I were discussing this before the show. I don't think she's that unattractive.
She looks like a baked potato you left in the oven too long.
I don't think she's attractive per se, but I don't think she's hideous.
Sad case of potato face.
Yeah,
we were debating, Sid, Rob. We were debating this, and I think it's because we know she's a hideous person, and that voice.
Just the face.
It's
just
all
face
of it.
I feel like that's. I'm being charitable, but I feel like that's a bad screenshot. I don't think she's that bad. And again,
I feel awkward now discussing people's like who are we to judge?
Well, we're observing. It doesn't mean I think I'm so gorgeous just because I say that, or if I think she's unattractive. You're allowed to have an opinion.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I
feel like it was even worse when we saw like her modern day as the lawyer. Oh, I just found her Instagram.
Oh, nice.
She's got a family now.
What?
She had an amazing Shabbos in the Upper West Side. It looks like she's had some work done. I'll send you the link, Rob, if you want to.
So then she agreed with you. She needed to change it up.
Family is family.
But I think I know where you're coming from. I mean, the people with that ethos and that kind of like that accent immediately is a turnoff to me. I'm trying to separate. I think she has very nice hair. I think she's in shape.
Wow. Is it a wig? Also, FYI, her Instagram account is Pretty Little Lawyers.
Okay. Is that her business or something?
It's hard to say if she's had work or this is just very caked on makeup.
Yeah.
But her like mouth, like it looks like she's got new teeth, maybe.
Look at this.
And I never understand, like, how is it that like whenever you see these, let's say, attractive Orthodox women, let's give her that.
On a curse.
Why are all of them married to this guy? This is the only guy.
He's an earner.
This guy looks like my accountant's two sons, who are like also in their 40s. Like
he's the size of both of them.
Rob, I'm sending you another link. We need to decide: is Mindy Meyer goth? Because look at this next one. I think she might be goth.
Yeah.
Also, that's definitely like a ventriloquist dummy kid, right? That's not an actual kid.
That's not the same schlub from the other picture.
Probably shouldn't be showing children too.
She posted it. I didn't.
Yeah.
Public info.
Here, she doesn't look too bad. She's kind of giving like young Terry Hatcher vibes. Almost.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she's fine. She's
Terry
like,
hatched out of a dinosaur egg.
She's a perfectly average looking woman that looks nice when she puts some makeup on and gets dressed up. I'm not going to diss her.
No way. This is just so much makeup.
There's a picture of her daughter on here that is the strange. Like, I don't know if we should.
I don't want to share
this, but Rob, Darren, I just want to G-chat it to you, and each of you please look at it so we could at least show our reactions to the picture, if not the picture itself.
Okay.
But just look at the picture, please. It's.
Let's see here. What? What is
oh my god!
This is like
what is going on in this?
It looks like a hostage photo.
Yeah, it's a news photo from a refugee camp.
It's like they put a wig on this little girl. Oh, okay. Well, at least the caption says "the last night with his hair and a sad face."
That's her. Look, the one of the comments says he's adorable.
What?
Is that her son?
It's not styled like a son. I don't think she'd be progressive enough to allow a trans child in her family. So
I think that's.
I don't know what's happening. It's all right.
Got Lorne Michaels' eyebrow, so it might be a boy. I don't know.
Whew, that's a
And
family.
again, I'm not insulting the child. I think it's the upbringing that they allow the child to
Bad
have Lorne
luck.
Michaels' eyebrows.
Do we want to get back into this drive-through video,
Yeah,
Rob?
let's do this.
Sorry for that detour.
No, this is what we do. We detour with our memes. We dive deep into our memes here.
Probably the only mayor you
I don't
ever
want to be
had.
swimming
How old are
around in
you?
Mindy.
So I said that I'm 11 and a half years old. And he said, well, maybe not. And then actually half a year later, I sent him an invitation to my bat mitzvah. And I thought he would actually show up, but he did send me a letter congratulating me on it. And from there.
So I want to retract something I mentioned earlier. I gave her a bunch of shit for mentioning that she was 11 and a half and how that was a trivial point. But I now see it wasn't trivial because she was trying to explain the gap between meeting Rudy and sending the invitation for her bat mitzvah, which would be on her 12th birthday, which would be within a year.
It's not the 13th?
No, for the bat mitzvah, it's the 12th birthday.
Oh, I did not know that.
Unfortunately, my bat mitzvah was on 9/11, so he couldn't be there. But I was always very upset at him for that. He should have prioritized better.
From there, I was on a high school.
The show
debate
must
team,
go on.
And I went on to Touro College, and I majored in political science. And now I'm at Touro Law School.
Pause
And
it.
I decided to.
I just want to tell our audience what Touro College is. It's basically a college that is inside the same building as Walgreens.
Yeah, like a post office.
Right.
It's like not even a community college. Like that's what. Like I feel like
It's like a trade school kind of.
Yeah, like my
situation.
knowledge of Touro College is like immigrants who just come to this country, like Russian immigrants would go to Touro College to get some sort of certification,
Like really
to be
quick.
able, quickly to get work. So it's very odd that like she would brag about, like as a jerk child, I remember like it was a pejorative to be like to say something like, "Oh, that guy's an idiot. He went to Touro College." You know, like
it's
like that kind of thing.
It sits in on the border zone of accredited colleges. Like it's probably just barely an accredited college.
Yeah.
Just to give context on what she's bragging about.
Well, not that she's bragging. She's just now telling us her history.
Well, what's so funny is like this is clearly a rehearsed narrative that she's like, this is my narrative. And like, this is what she planned. Like this, what's going on here?
Best she's got. What else would there be?
I just thought I'd give everyone my CV while I'm driving here.
I majored in political science, and now I'm at Touro Law School. And I decided to obtain a law degree as a segue
law
into the
degree?
political arena.
Better call
Kevin
Mindy.
Parker is. Yeah, so I'm running against him in this election. Do you know that he was in office for over 10 years? Can you list me one thing that he did?
Why is she like yelling at these? Like,
It's the only way of talking, Rob.
She's heckling them.
Against Kevin Parker in the November. You saw me on the news. Well, you know what? Do I have your vote, sir? Come on, Kevin Parker, you know, for over 10 years he's been in office, right? And none of you people could tell me one thing he did for you. That's because he doesn't care about you. I'm going to go.
She's so flustered and unprepared right now. All she has is her
Because
yell.
I don't think she was expecting that the people would let her talk for this long.
Right.
She probably figured they would just like walk away by this point. So now she's like off book.
And she's also never met a black person. So this is her first time.
Except for Kevin Parker.
Go up to Senate, and I'm going to represent what you
that's
want.
why she didn't show up.
You know, what do you? I'm saying, what do you lose by voting for me? I'm saying Kevin Parker showed you for 10 years he screwed up. So by putting me up there, do you have anything to lose?
Yes, he could be way worse.
I have your vote, sir. I have your vote. What are you, a Democrat or Republican? Okay, even though you're a Democrat and I'm running on the Republican line, you know, that's just a technicality. But what I'm here for is
no,
you.
it's not.
So do I have your vote? Yeah? All I need to do is just go to my district and get their votes. Like, I'm
That's
just gonna...
all she has. So this is like the extended version of that.
This is like in hushed tones. She's just telling this guy secretly in the back seat. All I gotta do is get these votes. I figured it out. I got it.
So the media attention has been overwhelming.
Avenue J, the
Avenue J.
legendary.
This is peak. This is peak. What was it?
Midwood.
Midwood, right? Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Bridge,
right near
Channel 11,
J2.
ABC, the New York Post, the Daily News, Politico, every, well-known website, as well as, every Eyewitness News, all the Fox News,
All
Daily
right.
York.
I want to point out she is proof that there is such a thing as bad publicity because she got all of that publicity and got nothing for it.
Yep.
She's
Who
in the
says
fucking
something
Hall
with
of
Anderson?
Fame, Rob. What the hell? That's nothing to you?
Well,
Now she's built a legacy, but at the time it got her nothing.
Coming up is Mike Huckabee.
Mike
We're meeting
Huckabee.
with MTV, Bravo.
What about her Huckabee?
I was gonna make a U-turn, but you can't film it. Like senators can't do illegal stuff.
Oh, nuts. I love it.
You can't do illegal stuff. I actually have to make a U-turn because
Hold on. We need to go back for that laugh.
you can't do illegal stuff.
It's like Francesa.
I actually
Yeah.
have to make a U-turn
Darth Vader.
because if I don't, then it's gonna take an hour and a half to get around the block. So.
I love that she's like, I can't be filmed doing illegal stuff, so I'm gonna do it though. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't wanna wait. But also, she's not making a U-turn; she's making a 3-point turn or a K turn, which
kosher.
is less illegal.
I would use my moral and religious values as a compass.
My
and-
moral, unreligious values.
Can we go back a couple of frames and notice how many fucking deodorant, like the fucking car air freshener she has on that?
I actually
rear
have
view?
to
There
make
were
a
like
U-turn
20 of them.
because if I don't, then it's gonna
Look
take
at that. What the hell is it? What kind of BO is this girl rocking with that she needed that many of those fucking...
She just doesn't like throwing them out after they're all done.
No, you guys are mocking me, but I'll tell you the real reason. I can't fit them in my glove box because they're full of dreidels in there.
use my moral and religious values as a compass, and I'm
almost
basically
a
out
moral
there to
barometer,
stomp
not
out
quite.
That's why she's
corruption
lost, and she had
that
to
is
do a
involved with
U-turn because all
politics.
she has is a moral
And
compass.
we
She
need to-
doesn't have- she can't find direction.
Also, I want to point out this video is called "Driving the Diva." The diva's the one doing the driving.
Yeah,
unless the
right.
camera person's the diva. Yeah.
One involved that is fresh, new, young, innovative, and creative to bring their insights and ideas into the Senate with no corruption. The way that I feel that I would combat corruption is that I wouldn't get involved with anything scandalous or anything that corrupt that's going on, and I would
the way I would deal with corruption is I just wouldn't do anything corrupt.
She talks like
Yeah.
she's still 11 and a half, and she's like
That's
doing a
what-
book report or something.
That's what's so like. No one is pointing out that like she's a fucking idiot. You know, like I think that's what like no one. Is
Nobody
acknowledging
has
that's
to.
why
Just
they're
let her
giving the
talk. It
coverage.
speaks for itself.
with no corruption. The way that I feel that I would combat corruption is that I wouldn't get involved with anything scandalous or anything that corrupt that's going on, and I would remain firm to my values and just always do the straight and right thing. And if something's questionable, I would consult with people, and I would just not let it get to me, the political career, and I plan to remain firm in my beliefs. It's just not something that they're used to, having a 22-year-old Orthodox religious girl, involved in
She's not even-
politics.
she doesn't even think
and
she's
in the
a woman.
limelight.
No,
She thinks she's
not
a girl.
And, I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. In fact, a lot of people are saying that it would be unbelievable if I did win the election. We would have another
No, you're not getting it. Like literally, it's unbelievable if you would win the election.
voice in the government. So I'm here to be an advocate for all my constituents,
All.
whoever they are,
Except
whatever
the black
party
ones.
they come from, and whatever religion they represent. My
As long as they
political role
agree.
model is actually former Mayor Rudy Giuliani.
Hmm.
And, just like he was known not only as the mayor of our city, the mayor of our country, I hope to, with all the changes that I anticipate on doing, I want to be known as not just the senator of New York. I want to ultimately, maybe one day run in the presidential elections and be there for the entire country.
You wouldn't even be the
You're
senator
going to
of
introduce
New
me to all your
York.
friends, and I'm going
Be
to
the
come there and speak
senator
to them.
of your
And I'm going to
district.
hear what each one of them has to
She
say,
doesn't even
and I'm
know
going to
what
take
the
what
job
they say
is.
up to Albany with me, because you don't have time to go to Albany now,
This
right?
is this is the problem with encouraging children when they're dumb they don't realize they're dumb and that their ideas are bad or misinformed. Because her parents are probably so proud of her. Like, look at her. She's out there. She's doing it. She's she's cosplaying.
Were they, or are they annoyed that she hasn't had kids yet? Like, what kind of Orthodox Jewish parents are they?
Yeah, she's 22. That's like an old hag in that community.
Like, why aren't you married and pregnant?
But of course, we fast forwarded to when she's 32. And she's got two healthy children.
New York State Senate candidate Mindy Meyer's website is the talk of the town. Red, White, and Bedazzled, says Pix 11 News.
Now this guy does the New York pizza commercials for Papa John's.
I thought he did the Fiberama. Dad, tell them about our new windows and doors. We got to see if we can find that.
Says Soledad O'Brien. LMFAO themed, says the Huffington Post.
That's not a
How is that an endorsement? It's like, what?
Huffington Post says they played this specific music.
Huffington Post said, when I type in a URL, a page came up.
BuzzFeed
When asked
said
about
there were
his
no
website.
frames anywhere on the website.
Wait, hold on. The Stark music.
The Huffington Post. When asked about his website, incumbent Parker says he's not concerned with its lack of pizzazz. If that's the case, what is he concerned about?
What?
Kevin Parker's website plays Nickelback.
I can't believe this is real.
You know what's crazy?
Mindy
Kevin
Meyer
Parker's
for
still
Senate.
in that state Senate seat. 10 years later, he's still
Friends
there.
of Mindy with a Z.
I guess that-
subscriber.
That guy with the Trilby hat lied to her. He wasn't going to vote for her. He voted for Kevin.
It's an inside job.
Views and opinions are reflected by the party lines. But again, I'm here to tell the people, I'm really here for you. I don't care what you are. Whatever your issue is, I will bring it to the Senate. So that a lot of my platforms.
So see, she's contradicting herself. She's saying whatever your issue is, I will bring it to the Senate. And then like earlier, she was saying, I will stick to my core beliefs, you know? So like if one of her core beliefs is being anti-abortion, which I feel is a pretty Republican conservative viewpoint, but then one of her constituents is pro-abortion, is she going to go and bring her constituents' issue up in the Senate?
Yes, she'll bring it and say, look how stupid this is. Let's not do it.
Platforms are based on what I actually go out and speak to my constituents about. I'm
And
going
I lecture them why abortion is
ask
wrong
them
and
what
they're
they-
stupid.
Why? Yeah, like she's still lecturing here. Like, chill out, girl.
She has one, and this is an Orthodox Jewish thing. They have one.
Yeah,
mode of
that's the thing.
speaking.
This is all. Yeah.
they want, and take a poll and see which issues are most important to them. And that is what I've been doing.
Orthodox Jews are
do you think
so
equality-
obnoxious that like this is how they all talk. So when they're in a community with each other, they have to shout and use their hands like this. No, you don't understand. It's like this and like that. And then they're in a community of non-Orthodox Jews, and they're the only one doing that in the conversation.
Yeah.
They can't stop.
Equality before the law is an important part of your platform or American values.
Absolutely.
Do you have friends? Do you have any friends who are gay or lesbian?
I have a friend that actually works at the U.S. Attorney's Office, and she said I have a very big gay following.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's what.
So
That's
no.
not an answer. Yeah,
So
exactly.
no.
Gay people like me.
I think
I've been
that
hearing-
she probably has a gay ironic following. Like she's a girl.
Yeah, I
like
was gonna say, I don't think you understand why gay people like you.
She's
They like you 'cause it's campy.
she's appropriating the mannerisms of a gay icon without being one.
with being against gay rights. essentially.
Right. Well, do we know that? I don't know.
Hearing from
Probably. but
from the streets.
has she
That's
said
cool.
anything?
Conservative Party has its own platforms. So if let's say that your community is talking about reforms and stop and frisk or problems with same-sex partners not being able to marry or whatever, if that is different than what your Conservative Party's platform is, how do you reconcile those
this is
divergent
actually a tough
positions
question.
on issues?
So as I mentioned, just because I have their support behind me, naturally, when they interviewed me, some of my views did reflect their party line. But again, I'm not against.
You can tell she's nervous because she's getting louder but not saying anything.
I came here
And
to get some recognition and a support from the gays, and now they're questioning me. I don't know. This is not right. Is this what they're supposed to be doing?
They're supposed to just love me.
Party line, but again, I'm not against it. And if the people of my district, I'm here to represent them. So I want them to look beyond which party line I'm on. And again, I just keep reiterating that's what I'm here for. Whatever they want.
You keep reiterating it because you have nothing else.
I personally do not have
she's good at
anything
not
against
answering questions.
people being gay.
can
I know
I
my
say
party.
Oh,
something
there
about
you go.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
She
I'll
just
add
said
this
she has
after.
nothing against people being gay.
Okay, good.
So let's go back here.
There's got to be a but at the but.
I
But they
personally
just
do not
should
have
have
anything against people being gay. I know my party line does not support it, but I definitely wouldn't try to repeal it. I feel there's other issues to focus on.
That's
Right.
not
So
in the
What,
purview of
is
the
there a
state
specific
senate
issue that
anyway.
you've worked on in any
And also,
platform or any
stop
type of
stop it. This is a big problem because when you have like a minority that's oppressed and you go, oh, there's other things to focus on. That's not an equality statement. That's like, I'm not going to do anything about this, but I don't hate you.
Yeah.
That's not enough. That's not, they want you to go there and like fix things for them. But also, can I comment on the interviewer? I feel that maybe an ex-Orthodox Jew that has come out and is LGBT now because they have mannerisms that remind me of Mindy Meyer as they're talking.
Mm,
Did you pick up on that?
I could see it. And the name
Like maybe-
Yetta is a very
Oh.
Jewish name.
Yetta Kurland. There you go. Notice that.
activism or anything that you've done in your community?
By the way, that title is very
I've been
provocative.
involved.
Mindy Meyer
with
does
education
Yetta
and youngsters.
Kurland.
Honestly, I'm not even alive long enough to
Pornhub video.
actively.
Fully clothed scissoring coming
We're
up.
gonna do some tribbinism.
Yetta definitely identifies as LGBTQ. So
Okay, yeah.
on their Twitter.
Youngsters. Honestly, I'm not even alive long enough to actively have done anything. I'm running for senator now because I want to make a difference and I want to have the power to do that
Stop
change.
yelling. Jesus
But
Christ. It's exhausting.
there's nothing that I've actively done.
Okay.
Interview is so
And how
soft
she's
spoken.
my idol, etc. Everything has just been misquoted. The only thing I did
Oh.
say, they said, "Where did the pink inspiration come from?" I said the pink came from Elle Woods. I never said.
Is
Well,
she,
there
like,
you
checking
have
her
it.
phone while doing the interview. She was like,
Sorry, I got a Farmville alert.
That's true, though. Kamala Harris does seem to answer every tricky question with an inappropriate laugh. You're right, YouTube. Thank you for that recommendation.
that was so
Kind of like
strange.
Mindy.
Views and opinions.
Let me
It just
see.
shows that dishonest shittiness is not limited to one party.
What's your favorite Tupac song, Mindy?
Oh,
I can only imagine now the Oh, there's a fucking debate. No way.
Yeah, I told you.
That's
That's
the
the
one.
that's
That's
what I
the-
told you. where
Look at
she
the
didn't
empty
show
chair
up.
right there, huh?
Oh, she didn't show up. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
so insulting. They left the empty. They didn't even like take the chair off the stage.
It's
so,
the same
and
one
this
that
is for
Obama
the-
sat in at the RNC that time. with
And
Clint
it's for
Eastwood.
it's for the Jewish channel too.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Mindy, what do you do? That's why
Amazing.
she lost.
Wait, let's go back.
She's the Elijah.
New York
candidate.
State Senate.
All the Jews went and voted for Kevin
Okay.
Parker because she skipped that debate.
Well, there we go. I think we've squeezed this lemon as much as it
Well,
shall be squeezed.
What I wanted to ask the two of you before we move on is what are your 2022 backwards perspectives on Mindy now that we have 10 years removed from this? Has it changed? The 10 intervening years changed your
No.
feelings about her?
Not in the least.
If anything, it's like I'm even more firm in him now. In the sense of she like back then, I thought we were just like kind of like goofing on her just to goof on the voice and whatever. But now, as the voice isn't, I'm not as thrown off by it. So I'm not really paying attention as much to it, and I'm actually listening to her words. I'm now certain that she's a complete moron.
Yeah.
that she has very little to offer. She's and I'm very wary of trying to come off or maybe coming off sexist here. It has nothing to do with her being a woman. It's
Right.
just this particular person whatever gender
Yeah.
they choose to present as.
It's much
is
more.
a
What we're
fucking
doing is
idiot.
much more anti-Semitic than sexist. I would say.
Yes,
Well, we're
yes.
allowed to do that. As
Yeah.
Jews. We have
Yeah.
Jew cards. My only thing, 2 cents that I would throw in is that I feel in the intervening 10 years, the door has been opened for imbeciles. I feel like there are a lot
Yes.
more imbeciles in politics,
That's
and
a
she
good
missed her window.
Her and
Well,
Sarah
also,
Palin.
I think the problem is that like she's in New York. You know, it's
Yeah.
New Yorkers can spot that shit much quicker than wherever Marjorie Taylor Greene is from.
But it's also like her loss that like the part of New York, like that she well now she's not in New York anymore, but
to Miami.
then that she was in like a community that was part Orthodox but also part black. If she was in like a strictly Orthodox community, they'd have voted for whoever ran. So
Yep.
she would have gotten in, and she'd maybe be like a political powerhouse in the city right now, for all we know.
Which
And
would have
then-
been pretty great for our show. I think.
She'd have been the new Dove Heikkinen.
Would she be any worse than Eric Adams? Let's be real.
Oy.
Now, one thing, she did have a reality show, right? She had some kind of mini thing that she was pitching.
There was
like
something
5
where it
years
was like
ago.
her, like the Miami diva lawyers. It was her,
Yeah.
whoever her partner was. Who,
Something like that.
Mhm.
That's how I remembered she was
We
from
covered it.
Miami. In Miami.
maybe she's back in New York now. Some of those Instagram photos were in New York, but I don't know. Maybe she's north and south. She's a top
Oh,
and
I
a bottom.
found her LinkedIn.
Oh no.
By the way, North and South was the move that she was doing with Yetta Kurland live. They call it the North and South. That's what the kids call it. I don't know. I'm not that big on the scene there. We'll be on the next Sexual Jeopardy.
Mm. What are we doing, Rob?
He's
was
looking
loading
something
her.
up.
Oh,
Let's see. Okay, so she's just been an attorney.
what's her current
As
thing? It looks
all
like it's
good
some-
lawyers only go for 3 years.
Yeah.
School.
At Turo, they do. She got left back. It usually takes 11 months to finish Turo.
So that's her, I guess. Nothing too
maybe.
exciting.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if there was any. The only thing is, as we mentioned earlier, Heshy Tischler, the Magenta Yenta is back. And she's-
Wait, what was that Purim French fry ad? What was
Oh, I closed it. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It is
I
Purim.
just
by the way.
instinctively close pop-ups.
What are your Purim costumes going to be? I don't know if anyone knows.
I'm giving up religion for Purim.
Yeah.
Is that right? Is that how you do it?
Yeah,
That's what I
that's
do.
not even a religious thing. The Purim was an ancient Jewish holiday, but they now dress the kids in costumes and they go around trick or treating on Purim in March. Probably because the kids were just jealous that they didn't get to do Halloween 50 years ago. It's a brand new thing. They never did that in the Bible times.
These Orthodox lawyers are proud to be Barbie dolls.
Ugh.
God.
All right.
Oh, the
enough
video's
Mindy.
gone. All right, yeah, we're done. We got.
I've had
All
my
right.
fill of Mindy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
move
Mindy
on.
Meyer. Welcome. Your highest honor, your highest office is in fact the medal of the RIP Livecast Meme Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And now I want to move on to a fellow New Yorker, someone who would actually be offended that we call ourselves New Yorkers and would argue that you're Brooklynites, all right? You're not from I'm from New York,
I'm fine with that.
which is a fair point, and nothing. It's something I didn't consider until seeing this documentary and seeing how separatist
Yeah.
Vinny's stigma was. And I am, of course, talking about Vinny's stigma and Agnostic Front. And the way we got onto this is that I got a promo email that I actually read.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
And it was for the old New York. And I feel like the reason I was inspired to click on it is because we would always joke about the old New York on the show without necessarily saying the phrase, but the spirit of that. So I was like, oh, what could this be about? And then the lyrics and everything just really, really made me laugh. So without further ado, let's induct Vinny Sigma Agnostic Front and the track I Miss the Old New York.
Are you playing it?
Yeah, I'm queuing it up right now. Okay. Here's the music video.
Animals come out at night.
It's from Taxi Driver,
pussies,
right?
Buggers, queens, fairies, dopers, junkies.
The narration.
Sick.
It's a little weird that it starts out all the animals come out at night and then it's just multiple shots of black people.
And it's just black people playing in hydrants and stuff. It's not like them, they don't even try to depict them as negative.
Let's go back here. Let's go back and analyze these shots.
Yeah, it's just friendly black people walking down the street having fun. Look,
well, these are sex workers.
How do you know that? They could be summertime. They're just.
I'm sure the implication, at least, is that they're sex workers.
Right.
Whores, skunk pussies, buggers, queens, fairies, dopers, junkies.
I guess this guy's supposed to be a doper, but these are just kids playing. There's nothing sick here.
These are the good old days that we miss.
Real rain will come and wash all the scum off the streets.
So, pause it, please. I'm sorry. I know we're trying to get to the song here, but just let's remember this is a song about reminiscing about the good old days, right? And the quote is from Taxi Driver, saying how he wants to murder all of these people.
I guess maybe it's to imply that Travis got his wish.
Oh,
and we don't like it. We don't like Travis's version of New York.
See, I was thinking their version of New York is, yes, all that shit sucked, but we also had Travis Bickle type people to go around shooting them and killing them and beating the shit out of them.
Maybe it's hard to.
It's not very coherent. All right, let's play the song. I'm sorry. One thing you gotta say, it's very catchy.
I mean, like,
his vocals are terrible.
New York City, the money sucked to try. I want to read the lyrics. I think it's very important.
Let me pull the.
Oh, okay. So New York City, the money sucked to try. Pull the culture from out the streets. It's also gentrified.
I miss it.
Okay, so now he's saying Alphabet City or down on 42nd Street or the Lower East Side. There was violence in the streets.
And that's how I like it.
And then, then it gets to the hook. Like, this is what I miss.
The greatest city of them all, but it just don't feel the same. I miss the old New York, the tallest buildings in the world, but it just don't look the same.
Because they don't fall down on people.
I miss the old New York.
Now, I want to say, unironically, 100% sincerely, this hook fucks. This is a great hook. This hook is so good. And I wish that the verses matched the catchiness. Like, this is such a great, catchy, hardcore hook. Like
this hook fucks those sex workers we saw earlier.
It fucks so hard that the sex workers just give it up without ever seeing it.
Yeah, that's right.
Without exchanging money. What? Sorry, what? No, it's okay. No, go ahead, play the song. I'll save my comment.
Is Vinny Stigma even here?
Yeah, there he is. That's it.
Is that?
Yeah. So the Bowery slums turned into fashion boutiques. Now, this is true. Bowery, first of all, the coolest street name in New York.
And it's not the Bowery, by the way. It's just Bowery.
But people refer to it as the Bowery.
Yeah, I know. It's like a misnomer.
Yeah. So it used to be, just like there was a homeless shelter there. There was just really rundown buildings and CBG.
Can I also add something that the 2022 Bowery ain't all that upscale? I mean, it's cleaned up from what it was 40 years ago.
I don't know. Have you been there?
Yes.
It's pretty. I was there like last week. I was just
but
like,
it's not Park Avenue,
right? It's not. They
Park
have a
Avenue,
Starbucks. They have a Whole Foods. You know,
there's all there's no Whole. The Whole Foods is on House. I guess that is in Bowery.
It's Houston and Bowery.
Yeah. But like, there's all these fancy restaurants now. It's totally different. It's totally different than even.
Oh, it is
like
different. I acknowledge
10
that.
years after their nostalgic.
Agreed.
You know,
It is. It's much cleaner, and it's just not.
Yeah.
You know, don't talk about it.
but
like
it's
a
not the
fashion
fanciest
district.
part of New York.
Yeah.
Well, I think he's saying fashion boutiques because CBGB's turned into the John Varvatos store,
Gotcha.
which is quite literally a fashion boutique.
Yeah.
And it is kind of disgusting, but also like, well, what are you gonna do?
One business left and another one took over. I mean, that's how that works.
So but instead of pause, I want to just read this verse and then we'll play it because it's so ridiculous. So the Bowery slums turned into fashion boutiques. Where's all the gangs, drug dealers, and the freaks?
They grew up in open fashion boutiques.
Yeah.
The Big Apple has lost its taste. Just a nice metaphor. 10 million people trying just to survive this fucking urban waste.
It lost its taste, but it tasted like shit before.
Yeah.
That was what he's missing.
But that's what he's missing the shitty taste.
Well, what happened is all those other people grew up and got fucking jobs, and you're still a crust punk. So like that's the big problem. 60-year-old crust punk.
Well, I also want to point out this is something that Darren and I always laugh about because we're still on Facebook, Sid, unlike you who has bravely left. And my favorite thing about Facebook is the hyper local groups.
Oh yeah.
Like the Coney Island, like especially the South Brooklyn ones. And what Darren and I have noticed is the people making the loudest noise about how things are different are the ones that moved away like 25 years ago and are the reason that they left. So with that in mind, I want to point out that the Agnostic Front documentary, Godfathers of Hardcore, which I highly recommend, and we're going to be playing a clip from, reveals that Roger, who here is singing about how much he misses all the grime, ran away from the grime. He lives in Arizona.
Oh. Does Noah see him? Do they hang out?
Maybe that's why she picked Arizona.
I always wonder because it's like a big state, but there's only 8 people in it, so they could know each other.
The Big Apple's lost its taste. 10 million people trying just to survive. It's fucking urban waste.
It was like Principal McVicker.
It really does.
Beavis and Butthead. I miss the old New York. The tallest buildings in the world. But it just don't look the same.
This looked like a fun shoot, except for the people on the train. Well, I guess people on the train that would come in and see this would just go into the next car.
Right.
Oh my god.
Or they could have
worse
done
than
it
a
at-
homeless person jerking off. Oh no, they're filming an agnostic front video. I'm calling the police.
And they don't stop jerking off to dial 911. by the way.
So I want
They
to
could
put
have
out
Rob. They could have filmed this at like 5:30 when it's empty and just brought on their extras. You know.
Yeah. Oh, certainly. But they're not waking up that early. Or they're partying all night. I want to point out the last verse is the old
rolling every day.
graffiti trains can't see out the window. Gotta watch your back or you might get jacked. This is what you long for? I remember this is why I brought up the song, because it's like the lyrics don't match the sentiment. You know, like these are all things you shouldn't miss.
Yeah.
You know,
he can't jack anybody anymore because
I see.
go to jail. Can't deal drugs. Everybody had AIDS and there was pollution and everything sucked. It was so great. Buildings falling apart. Dirty awnings. This guy used to be able to play drums. Now he has Parkinson's. He's spastic. I think his voice makes it for me. Like it's just so bad. It's like this.
It's my least favorite cadence. Like the wine. Anyway, so Godfather. That's how Agnostic Front got on our radar. And then I learned about their DVD and I watched it.
Well, we
And
had
there
the
was-
director on the show.
That's right. That's right. We had the director on, and that was actually a really fun interview. And the DVD, like I said, the DVD, it's by Scott McFarlane is the director. He did an amazing job, and he really, really, it was a labor of love for him, because one thing I mentioned was how I was so impressed at the quality of all the archival live footage that they had. And he mentioned to me that what he did, he mentioned on the show actually, is that he would find a bootleg, and then he would find like photos from the show and try to track down the person who was recording the bootleg from the photos also being taken at the show, to see if that person had the original tape, which would be the best quality. So that
The worst
that
part of that
requires-
is that you have to actually communicate with all these old hardcore kids.
Well, they all own
ugh.
fashion boutiques now, so you can just go up and down.
So, but here's my favorite scene in the documentary, and one that we've played many times here on the live cast, and it's why Vinny Stigma gets an extra shout as part of this induction. Oh, it's not playing.
I don't see you anymore either.
Oh, that's weird.
Well, we played this during the audio portion of this show, so in the history. So he decided to I guess solidify with that.
On the bright side, Rob, now Mindy Meyer wants your vote.
No. Yeah, now Agnostic
there
Front
he is.
is going to use that picture in a new video, claiming that everyone's a drug dealer.
What happened, Rob?
Extreme.
I don't know.
close-up.
That was weird.
Let's take a break and count Rob's nose hairs from this shot.
Oh, get out of here. Let me try that again. I don't know why it messed up. Doesn't want to play this video. That's a shame.
Can we at least do the audio?
I have it.
Let's see. No. I have the video. Hold on. Let me see if there's another way to play this.
Now your box is frozen as well. Oh boy.
Here's a preview.
Hey,
Me
there he is.
personally, I like fancy tales, you know, like satinettes.
Oh, he sounds like such childlike wonder in his voice.
Okay, here we go.
tales. Oh,
Will
hey, there it is.
Will the audio play though? Let's see. Do you hear it?
I don't hear anything.
Okay. Then no, we can't do it this way.
Can you play it from the original link? Do you remember what the timestamps were?
Yeah. I could do that. Give me 1 sec. All right. So yeah. That's a bummer. Why did I spend all this time extracting it if it can't play? Am I right?
Yeah. For once, you'd actually do something. And doesn't like now you'll never do anything again. It's like the one time I do something, it doesn't even work.
You're right.
Once you actually do something.
All right, I found it. All right, here we go.
This is the old New York, back when fucking computer programs didn't work. Still don't hear anything.
Watch out.
Oh, there we
You
go.
hear it? Yeah.
Now I do. It's just a commercial for his fucking tattoo place. Is the tattoo place still
they put
open?
Fences on this
I
roof.
think so.
I haven't been up here in a while. Used to be able to see all the way to Chinatown. Now there's fucking trees in the way.
He's mad at
They
trees.
all live here now. Patrick Stewart lives here. Moby lives over there. David Bowie lives over there.
Not
And
anymore.
I live right here all my life. They want to live near me, I guess.
Yeah.
It's not a bad place to live. Good people, you know?
We just hate trees. Otherwise, we're good though.
The tattoo shop is still open.
My grandfather's pigeon coop was right over here. When I was a kid, I used to climb down here, go take care of his pigeons. You know, we used to let them out. They had racing pigeons, homers, grizzles. Me
Racist
personally,
pigeons?
I like fancy tails, you know, like satinets and caps. You know, fancy tail birds. They're not good flyers, but they're really like showbirds. But it's a dying thing now, too. You're not even allowed to have a pigeon coop on the roof, thanks to fucking Giuliani. Fucking hot on, ruined my fucking city. He's a boondoggle motherfucker.
You hear that, Mindy Meyer?
I don't know anymore.
It's so funny to hear this, like,
I get fed.
oh, sorry, to hear this, like speech pattern of a 16-year-old angry piece of shit coming out of a 60-year-old man. It's just so odd. He hasn't changed one bit. Like, in a weird sense, I admire that. Like stagnance. I don't know.
He's the exact same person he was 40 years ago.
Yes, it's like defiant stupidity, like willful stupidity.
I resemble that remark.
Pigeons, homers, grizzles.
I want to hear him curse out Giuliani
fancy
again.
tails, you know, like satinets and caps. You know, fancy tail birds. They're not good flyers, but they're really like showbirds. But it's a dying thing now, too. You're not even allowed to have a pigeon coop on the roof, thanks to fucking Giuliani. Fucking hot on, ruined my fucking city.
So mad.
He's a boondoggle motherfucker. I don't know anymore.
He's saying this like as if the guy holding the camera is wearing a Giuliani t-shirt.
Yeah, right? Like he's about to hit him. Like he's being provoked.
Like Giuliani's standing right there on the dirty ass roof with the pigeon shit.
All the lyrics in Old New York are about Vinny's stigma. Like you had to be worried that he was going to stab you. He was the violence. Roger's
Yes.
afraid of his
Oh,
bandmate.
so now we get it. You're right, Darren. It is. They are saying like I can't be myself anymore.
I can't jack people or fucking rob them or sell any drugs peacefully.
Or have pigeons on my roof.
All the who was in the city, I can't. He's talking about the stuff he wants to do.
Yeah, he used to be a
Show his
pimp.
apartment.
He was the most notorious pimp on St. Mark's Place.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you might be thinking like, "Oh, this place looks terrible," but I got to tell you, this is
Yeah.
what 80% of New York apartments look like.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, Vinny, that's who Vinny is. If something rubs him the wrong way,
Where's
he
his Lemmy
illuminates
wall
it.
full of
He lives
Nazi
a very
Oh my
memorabilia?
God.
smooth, peaceful life. He really does.
So it's summer in the city. If you have some outdoor fun planned, Sunday is going to be your best bet. This is Mick, your morning meteorologist. I'll keep my eyes to the skies.
The weather just ain't the same anymore.
Well, you know, Vinny was born and raised right where he is today. You know, he was born downstairs in his mom's apartment. Right where
What
Vinny
are those
was,
shoes?
Same floor. There's 5 apartments.
His
His
Clocks,
office
these
there.
fucking hard-on
His
Crocs
cousin
came and
Babs.
fucking ruined everything about clogs.
Upstairs is
Nobody
other
wears
ones. The
clogs
whole
anymore
family
like the
lived in
good
this
old
building.
days.
The doors were open at all times. Nothing was ever locked.
You look at a Croc, that ain't a
Now,
fucking
as they
clog.
please,
There no holes in it.
giant
That's not how you
duplex
make a clog.
And wake people.
Sorry, did I talk over something
I
important?
think that's all right.
No, it's fine. He was just talking about how his whole family lived in this building.
My entire life, all 60 years, I lived in this building. My whole family lived here. This
I
is
can't
where
even
I come
imagine.
From. This is, you know, where I belong.
I mean, I guess if you lived in the city, I
We used to
could
play
imagine.
Skulzy right over here.
Do you think
know
he owns or
Skulzy,
rents?
the thing with the chalk and you get the
Rents.
He's been paying rent for 60 years?
Yeah.
Goddamn, Vinny, you could
at
own that
40 years.
building by now.
He ain't that rich.
I guess.
Plus, it's probably rent controlled, so it's probably nice.
Oh, that's a good point. All right.
Yeah, 60
cork.
years.
We used to fill the cork with wax.
Cork.
Rob, you ever fill your cock with
because we
wax?
used to make wax hands
No.
and feet for Saint Rocco, is a saint of mine, and
A saint of
he's like
mine.
the saint of illness, you know, like Saint Lucy's the saint
Or
of
Shannon
the
Saint
eyes.
Mainframe.
I always love Saint Lucy because she's a little lady, like in a black veil, and she's got a dish with 2 eyeballs. Scared the shit out of me till today. See right here?
But where was I? Oh yeah, cock on the sidewalk.
He's
remember
the
that
best.
part of-
He is the reason to watch this documentary.
Right across the street, that
I
was
don't
Murder
remember
Incorporated.
that part about the caulk.
And that's where all the gangsters used to hang out. That's the mafia's mafia. You know, when they got to kill a mafia guy, they call those guys because they're the baddest of the bad.
Isn't that like half of what mafia guys do is kill other mafia
Right?
guys?
Yeah, I thought so.
Isn't that like a second mafia that kills?
Well,
the mafia?
maybe what he's saying is like, you know, the mob boss, he can't be the one linked to the shooting, so he has to outsource it.
I get
so
it.
these are the trusted snipers to outsource to.
Right. I'm just
He's
saying
got
he
a
just
good
made a
heart. Vinny's got a
metaphor
good
about
heart.
those guys are
You know,
really
he
tough.
just
You
likes
didn't think it
genuine
out.
people. And that's why we got to.
All right, shut up.
Oh, he's got a normal voice. Why does he sing like that? I just thought he
Yeah,
was like
that's
he
it's
was Trout guy.
mind-boggling. Like, why would you choose that as your singing voice when you sound like a normal, upright human being? Like,
I thought he had a tracheotomy or something.
right?
I'm the greatest city of them all.
That would sound better.
All right, here's one last
my old
part.
Trout boys.
And I almost feel guilty that if I stop, I'm kind of taking something away from him. The guy really loves hardcore. I mean, it's his life. It really is. He just loves it. He loves the shows, loves being there, loves being a part of it. The thing about Vinny is there is no other 60-year-old man that I know that behaves or acts and does anything like him. You know, he lives life.
I feel like one day you two are going to be doing an interview about this podcast talking about me this way. Like, we're like in our 60s. We would have ended this a long time ago, but man, we worry about Sid. He has nothing else. So we just keep doing the podcast just to keep Sid going.
I think the guy knows that.
Yeah, we're not even gonna stream it anymore. I'm just gonna do it.
It's like
tell
Sid
Sid-
Vicious when they wouldn't even plug his bass into the amp. He just prance around on stage unplugged.
Great.
The size of this fucking phone. Man, it'd be good for coke. Chop. Hello? Hello? A what? Listen, I want to get a tattoo. Never mind who the fuck this is. I want to get a tattoo. This is a tattoo studio, right? I want to get your fucking tattoo on my fucking back. But I got pimples on my back. You got to squeeze the pimples before we fucking tattoo the thing on. I want a picture of Rocky on my back. You gonna do it or what? Never mind who this is. I told you the first fucking time, you cocksucker.
Jesus.
He's joking too.
Yeah, he got it. He knows. I call him all the time. Yeah, it's me, Vinny. How are you, Mark? I'm talking shit about you.
I try to take a little.
Love it.
I want to just give you a little secondary meme aside here. I'm going to link two memes right now.
Mhm.
His voice and mannerisms are, if you tone down the aggressiveness to maybe from 10 to 6, that's Derensky guy. Talks exactly
I can see
like
it.
that.
Yeah, I could see it.
They probably knew each other.
Yeah. Yeah, well, let's see. So Derensky guy probably would have been, he died, but he would have been like 80 now. So he's probably like 15 years older than Vinny Stigma. So they
Okay.
could have definitely known each other. I don't think they're in the same circles, though. He's like an old school, go to the racetrack OTB kind of guy.
I mean, he could have been one of his relatives, one of his aunts.
Yeah, well,
Boy
the
toys.
Derensky guy was Syrian. Boy toy, maybe.
All right. Well, that concludes that entry into the Livecast Meme Hall of Fame. And what an entry it was. One of our
Yes.
all-time favorites. Definitely that song. I remember when we first played it on the show for like a month straight. I had it in my head, just
Only
singing
a
it
month?
all day. At least a month.
All right, sir. I don't want to get stuck in your head again.
All right. Moving on to our final inductee for the April 2022 class of the RIP Livecast Meme Hall of Fame.
Sorry, wrong part.
Is the ever charismatic Patti guy.
Patti guy.
And he came into our hearts via
Oh my
meme.
God! How do you even do that?
What?
Come right into someone's heart?
Oh, stop it.
Well, during open heart surgery, if the doctors
my
approve.
It was
He's gonna have his
during
medical license revoked.
So it is now at 6.
I'll defend him when I'm in the Senate.
Sorry, Rob. Sorry.
We're now at 6.5 million views for this video. That's how popular it is, which I mean, it
Legend.
deserves every one of them. It should be double, in fact, even because it's so good. So this guy came on the scene November 2015 during the holidays. There are these sweet potato pies in Walmart, I believe.
Yes.
And
Sponsored by Patti LaBelle.
And yeah, endorsed by Patti. It's like the Patti
She
LaBelle
came
sweet
up with
potato
the
pie.
recipe. How dare you imply it was anything other than that? She
just
in
slapped
her
a
own
fucking
test
name on it.
kitchen.
She was there in the lab with 50
That's
different
right.
recipes until she settled on this one.
40
But
different
that's too bad.
strains of sweet potatoes.
Yeah, that needs to be a sketch. Like she's with a lab coat and is like,
It's wrong. Do it again.
screaming at people, singing
And-
it though. She sings it
Yeah.
at them. You're
And
fired.
so-
Get out of here.
And this guy, wonderful human, very, very enthusiastic about it. And his charm and his delivery made him go viral. So let's all enjoy this together. And I want to emphasize, not that there was any doubt in the past, I am very much laughing with this gentleman because he is hilarious.
Greetings. So, I went to the store after I seen somebody post that Patti LaBelle pie. I love Patti LaBelle. Shout out to Patti LaBelle, honey. I went and bought the Patti LaBelle pie. Sweet potato Patti LaBelle. This is the Patti edition, honey. This is the on my own. Why did it end this way?
Better singer than she
Katrina,
is.
I bought you a pie. You get this video, see this video.
got a little Vince Neil
You said
thing
buy
going
you a pie, bitch.
I
love how-
he's like Mark B, where he sees people watching the video live, so he's shouting them out in the middle
I
of
was
his
just
review.
gonna say, I love that thing. And
That
he gave
used to-
Patti LaBelle a shout out, like at the time, like as if she was ever gonna see this, other than the virality of it.
You get this video, see this video. You said buy you a pie, bitch. I bought you a pie. Bitch, I bought 5 pies. I'm gonna do a raffle. Anybody want to win a pie? So I'm about to slice this pie. I think that this pie, because Patti LaBelle could cook. So I'm just thinking that.
How do you
buying
know?
this pie, it's hard to get in this motherfucker.
She has a
Patti,
pie
what you
company.
seal this bitch with? Gorilla glue? Okay.
Wait, we need to go back. All the sides are what's the funniest.
They really are.
I think that this pie, because Patti LaBelle could cook. So I'm just thinking that buying this pie, it's hard to get in this motherfucker. Patty, what you seal this bitch with? Gorilla glue? The shade of getting into the bitch. Okay. So, oh, wait a minute. Oh, there we go. Come on, Patty. Come on, Patty. I opened Patty up.
Iconic.
Remember, black people, black businesses. Okay, so look. Oh, it's so pretty. Look at that. On my own. Why did it end this way? Come on, Patty. So
It's hard for me to figure out the size of the pie because sometimes when he holds it into the camera it looks massive and then sometimes it looks like a little teeny tiny single serve pie, so I can't really.
Yeah, I think it is closer to a single serve because I feel
Yeah.
like I'd been in a Walmart or wherever this was
Yeah.
the holiday season after this video went viral and I saw it up
You were
close.
looking for them?
I didn't order one.
Order one. What do you think
Or
they make them
I
to
didn't-
order?
I would hope so.
Yes, waiter at the Walmart, I would like 2 petty pies. A la mode.
On
You have to sing on my own to get one.
Were you on your own when you looked for them, Rob?
I was not.
No.
But I believe so. You asked earlier, how does he know Patty's a good cook? Because she has a line of cookbooks.
I mean, she cooked shit.
This way. Come on, Patty. So let's taste the patty. I want to taste patty.
So inappropriate.
Oh, Patty's so moist. So many quotes that we've run into
It's
the ground.
incredible.
since.
It's one of the best videos of all time.
Ooh, Patty's so moist. Come on, Patty. Tag her in the video. Patty. Patty.
I thought that was.
We're getting to it. We're getting to it.
This way. Come on, Patty. So let's taste the Patty. I'm gonna taste Patty. Ooh,
This is
Patty's
like when
so
you used to play
moist.
Shlomo drops when Shlomo would call in,
Yeah.
and we didn't know who was talking. And I'm so
Come on,
confused now.
Patty.
He's talking to the pie like it's Patti LaBelle.
I want to taste Patty live and make a video for those that said what it tastes like. I ain't never tasted, so here we go. Patty.
That's my favorite one. That's my favorite
he
one.
just
The
came a
reserved, the reserved Patty.
Patty.
Oops, wrong one.
Patty.
Yes.
Patty.
I got Patty 1 and Patty 2. I wasn't sure which one.
Patty.
Slightly mouthful. You hear that?
Patty.
Little.
Patty. If anybody know Patty LaBelle, tag her in the video.
That's the best. Like his 200 friends. Like, oh yeah, I
It
know
worked.
Patty.
It worked, motherfucker. Here he is.
He
6
met
million
her.
views later.
He met her. Remember
Yeah.
the video?
Bitch, I turned into Patty. You turned into Patty after eating this.
What would he have done? I would die to know what he would have done if it tasted like shit. Like, what would the rest of the video have been?
I think you would have been honest.
Yeah, but like, what song would he sing for the shitty pie?
I don't know. That's a good quote. Is there any like rejected lover song from Patti LaBelle?
There's got to be.
I can't think of one right now.
Does he still do like? What does this guy do now? Do we know? Does he still have a YouTube presence?
No, I know he was on Tosh.0 and he did. He met Patti LaBelle. They did a publicity stunt together, or they ate dinner together or something like that. But I
They
don't
were
know
on
what
Steve
else.
Harvey together or some shit. We have
Well-
that link as well, I think.
Well, you're right at the guy's YouTube channel. Why don't you just click open a new tab and let's see?
Let's see what we got, Rob.
How is it that two people who laugh together?
He has a great voice too.
He does.
Together.
It's a talent.
He's like Titus Burgess before he was famous.
Seriously, that's actually a very good comparison.
Feels like heaven.
As an out.
What?
He's loving it. He's looking at his fingers.
I swear. Been truthful like Patti LaBelle after eating this. Go to Walmart and buy the Patti LaBelle pie. Patty, bitch, you are my friend. I never knew until then, but I know now.
Wow. The best ad that they could have ever possibly asked for. December 2021, and James still has me crying laughing. It is now April 2022, and we are still crying laughing. I am.
It does get
It's
old.
true. This man single-handedly sold Patty's pies. He's in the top comments. All right, let's see if there's any other. Oh, looks like he does a bunch of.
Let's see. Let's see a
tastings.
recent
Cooking with
video.
James Wright.
Sure.
James
I
Wright
shall
Chanel.
Hey, you guys, what's up? Thank you for joining another episode with Cooking with James Wright Chanel. I got my girl saying here. Say hey to the people, girl. Hey, everybody. So today, let me tell you, we got all this cornbread up here because we are going to talk about Burgess Brothers cornbread.
Titus?
First of all,
Yeah, you were just
they
talking
got-
about him.
They got the cornbread mix. Let me tell you, you can make cornbread, you can make waffles, you can make what else? Muffins.
How do you guys feel about cornbread?
Yes, they
It really varies. I feel like the quality and consistency is very different from good to bad.
I
So some-
definitely agree with that.
Sometimes
I agree,
hate
and
it.
ultimately, I feel like it's completely over. It's my least favorite of
Yeah,
the bread.
it's more miss than hit for me.
Yeah,
I agree with
agreed.
that, but when it hits, I think it's delightful.
If it's the only time I like it is if it's soft and like fresh.
Yes,
and
Out
butter.
that's
a
it.
little jalapeno flex in it.
Yeah,
little
exactly. Or
melted
like with
butter.
like a little butter or something on top.
And if you
Sure.
leave any over, I agree with Rob. Throw it right out because reheated
Done.
cornbread
It's
sucks.
just very crummy, and yeah, it's
Dallas
mealy.
BBQ has otherworldly cornbread. I'm a big fan of their cornbread.
I don't think I've ever had from there. I haven't been to Dallas BBQ. and
Yeah,
probably with you guys was the last time I went, whenever that was.
Oh wow,
it was a long ass time ago.
That was the last time I was there too. Bro.
Bread cake is really.
All right. Well, anyway, we
He's
got
still
another
working.
video.
He's still plugging away at the food YouTubing. So I'm glad.
Yeah,
I want to
let's
see
a
it,
little-
but I want to see another unboxing video. Like, if
So
you-
there's a part 2. There's a part 2 to the patty.
Okay. Well, you got to see if it's still consistent the second time, right? Oh, is this just outtakes from the phone? It's a different hat. So
I have gotten down to the last part of my Patti LaBelle sweet potato pie. Patty, I need a coin after this.
Yeah, you do.
But
get that bag.
this wasn't how it was supposed to end. I wish that we could do it all again.
Go back to Walmart.
Yeah, right.
Ooh, this pie. Patty.
I don't think I've heard of this.
Yeah. Oh.
Patty, I'm talking to you, Patty.
Wow, this is like a whole reprise that we've never saw.
It makes no sense that every time I bite this damn sweet patty pie.
I am dying. I am deceased.
Rob, this wasn't how it was supposed to end. Now,
Sorry, go ahead.
we got to take care of ourselves. Otherwise, me and Sid, one will be on our own. Why did it end this way?
Patty, I'm talking to you. Patty. Patty, I'm talking to you, Patty. Patty. It makes no sense that every time I bite this damn sweet patty pie, it makes me want to sing.
That's how you know somebody has style, when they could take a verbal slip up and like jog it into a run and make it make it cool.
There's someone in the background here.
I
too.
never knew until
Oh no.
then.
What is
His roommate.
Oh,
Oh, the crumbs. Come on, Disgrazia. What is that?
He's like, dude, I've had Game of Thrones on pause for 45 minutes. Can we just get
No,
out
we
of
need
it?
to do another take.
You didn't even share any of the pie with me.
Someday I wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me. Well, what's the words, boy? Huh?
Way above the chimney tops.
One of these mornings, you're gonna look for me, and I'll be gone. I'm going to a place where my mother and my father will be there. Patty would do something like that, and we'll just walk around heaven all day. But I hope when I get to heaven, they have patty pie. Lord, when I get to heaven, I hope they have patty pie.
I have to say, I'm so impressed when he belts it out. Like, he is nailing it. Like he is not off key in the least. Like it's really good. Like if it was bad, it would be brutal, you know, but it's not at all.
Right.
It's probably brutal for his neighbors, though. I would imagine.
Make it shake, bitch. Patty cake, make it shake. Patty cake. Patty cake, make it shake. Patty cake, make it shake.
He's come up with like 15 fucking slogans for this product just in his YouTube video.
For free.
It's a marketing genius.
All right. And so I want to mention, I remember after he went viral, initially,
There's a lot to manage in life
well,
right now.
initially Patti LaBelle was dismissive of it and was almost like, he owes me money for using my likeness or something like that.
Shut up.
So foolish.
But then like someone totally clued her in on what was going on and how much he helped her sales.
Yeah.
And then this happened. Which is like memes colliding, him going on the Steve Harvey show.
So this is the second consecutive meme Hall of Fame that contains Steve Harvey. I just want to find that out.
Oh wow, a two-time Hall of Fame nominee.
Two-time inductee like Ric Flair.
My pies.
Tell everybody about the pies.
Okay, my
Look at his
pies
face. He
were
don't
in
care
the
about the
stores
pies
at
at all.
Walmart in September of this year, and then this friend of mine who wasn't a friend came along, and this James guy just blew it over the freaking rainbow. Anyway, he was at my house 4 days ago. He stayed in Philly with me for 4 days. I took care of him, you know, like feeding him, and taking him to the club.
How much did that cost?
Anyway, I call him my
But seriously, what a fucking dream for this guy. He made these videos, no intention, just out of like, I don't know. I mean, it's not
Well,
like
no
when he made it, he's
expectation, you can
no
say.
expectation.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's what I mean. Yes, thank you. No expectation. Ends up fucking going to Patty's house, hanging out with her for a weekend. Like that's pretty awesome, despite her initial hesitance.
angel from pie heaven.
Well, let me tell people what happened.
Yeah,
This guy went out.
Can
and
you
bought-
pause? I'm sorry. I don't keep interrupting, but did you see what just happened there? Like he said, tell me about the pie. So she says it, and he decides it's too incoherent. So he needs to now intro this.
Let me actually.
I'm a
for real.
professional, Patty. Let me take care of this.
He went Patty.
Patty.
He made a YouTube video of him eating the pie. It went viral, and it has more than 10 million views.
Yes.
Well, not
His
the one we
name
saw.
is James.
Oh, well, to be fair, I think the original video was on Facebook. He did a
Oh.
Facebook Live.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Because he was saying, I'm live streaming. Someone tag Patty in this.
Nail. I'm gonna just show you a snippet of what he did with when he.
That'd be like Mark B meeting the KKK.
I went and bought the Patti LaBelle pie. Sweet potato Patti LaBelle. This is the Patti edition, honey. Patty, what you sell this bitch with? Gorilla Glue? It was so pretty. Look at that. Ooh, Patty's
Look
so
at how they're
good.
both cringing so much as they watch this.
Here we go.
On my own.
Steve looks disgusted.
Yeah. It's only because the guy's effeminate. That's why he's.
Also, Steve, just the thought of eating something from Walmart, he's so far removed from that in his life that it sickens him. All right, now they're into it.
Because he started singing. Like she appreciates talent.
After seeing this video, I wanted to meet the man. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
No, you didn't. Stop lying.
Well, he wants to meet him because he can make money off of him.
Yeah.
Oh, look, he looks great. Patty! I love it. What confidence.
He just almost slapped her. Did you see that? He was like about a half a foot from. She's an old frail woman at this point. Be careful. Steve, you could slap. I don't mind.
Yes, please.
You sit next to Steve.
Sit on Steve's lap.
sit
Let's
there,
see how
darling.
comfortable he
It's
is with
your
that.
time. Go ahead, shine.
Tell Santa what you
Shine.
want.
Around and got on national TV.
Look at his
did you
body
ever
language.
think
Is like I want to be out of this
live
room.
video of
Yeah.
you on daytime TV?
You know, when a pie is that good, it's that good, you'll be on around the world.
Yeah.
Patty made that pie.
What he said?
And he sings very well. He's a great.
No, he hit the note when he
Yes.
went into the. I
See,
said,
you know
okay,
that
cool.
note. He hit that note. When you can hit that note, you're a bad boy.
Oh yeah.
Man, you know how many times
Come
I
on,
watched
get
that
your life.
video, man?
How many?
Boy, 52 times. You had me hollering, laughing.
Gosh.
I called everybody. I put the video on my website. I put it on there. I said, this is the funniest thing I've seen.
Check the website. I want to see if he's full of shit.
Yeah. Put a watermark on that. That's copyrighted
And then
content.
my friends will be like, "You gotta watch this. Did you see this?" And then I'll watch.
Oh,
it,
look
and
at
I'll be
her.
like, I need a little help.
Fixing his
I'm
collar.
crying. I crack myself up.
Hey, let me ask you something. You invited James to your house. Well, how was it? What y'all
Oh,
do?
we had fun. We had a
The
whole
sex?
party.
Oh
We
my
sang, we had
God.
choir. I mean, it was choir. The people who were there, they all could sing. I didn't know it.
Yeah.
I invited all of these people.
Look
and
at
they all
Steve's
had
face.
talent. And so we sang and gave him birthday gifts.
He's like, I'm famous. Ain't nobody invited me to Patti LaBelle's house.
So I gave him all this luggage. And
Oh.
I gave him a lot of macaroni with lobster and cheese and shrimp. And
macaroni.
Oh.
They went to Walmart to get that from the Patti LaBelle line.
Yeah, probably. These are plastic utensils at Patty's house.
It'll make you want to.
Patty.
She doesn't want to do dishes.
Sit on at the table with me.
Wait,
I know, Patty.
Come on, Patty. You gotta get some real silverware, Patty.
So there is real silverware also. I'm so confused.
They ate so much that none of them were clean anymore. They had to go into the plastic.
Wait, listen to what he says here. Listen to what he says here.
It's so good, it'll make you want to slap your mama. But when she sat on at the table with me, I almost slapped Patty.
And then we took a tour and he saw my shoes and all my drag.
Let me try this hit pie.
Okay.
Wait, get your patty ready after you taste it.
Okay,
You got the patty in your throat?
all right, let me
You
go.
got to get your patty ready.
All right.
Okay.
Sing on my
Don't
own.
lie, Steve. Please.
You know good and well I don't lie.
I know you don't, baby boy. Oh, please like it.
Let's put a sheaf on.
What is he doing?
Patty!
Mocking your guests now.
He's getting his ass in that water.
Go ahead.
You missed that
Steve, I don't have to do my show anymore. This is
I'm so happy for him. I'm genuinely
Yeah.
I'm happy that he got this little moment. It's really,
Legit
really great.
entertainer.
Yeah.
He should be hosting Steve's fucking show.
Yeah. A rare live cast meme Hall of Famer that is not a terrible person.
Yeah, that we just genuinely like and enjoy and have nothing negative to say about.
Yeah, like all he did was bring joy into our lives and
That's
so
right.
much laughter. Oh wow, there's another segment where they review Steve Harvey's pre-cooked bacon, which is something we have.
Oh wait,
talked
this
about on
sounds
the show.
familiar. I think we might have actually played this on the show as well,
Oh,
but I
you
don't
did?
remember what happens.
James' review helped Patty's sweet potato pie sell out across the country.
Yes.
So I wanted to get their take on my new bacon that's out. It's called Easy Bacon. It's in all public grocery stores and some Walmarts right now. It's a
gotta sell this
pre-cooked
shit.
bacon, but it cooks in 2 minutes.
I remember
don't
talking about his
understand
stupid bacon.
Yeah, like how like bacon takes 4 minutes to cook. Why do you need it pre-cooked?
Yeah, it doesn't make.
Like
What if you only have 2 minutes, Rob?
You can have 2 extra minutes to go online and criticize atheists.
Like that's what I understand. You still have to cook it anyway. Why get the pre-cooked? Like
Yeah,
my head explodes.
And so all you got to do, and it's delicious. It's still thick, regular maple
Bacon
smoked
looks
bacon.
awful.
I like it like that. And so
That
now
there's nothing thick about that fucking bacon. That looks paper
It's like
thin.
paper mache bacon.
Yeah.
I want y'all to taste it and tell me what you think. Now, let's try some of these. Start with this one. This is bacon wrap bacon. That's my dish. I
Yo,
came
dog,
up
we
with
heard
that
you like
myself.
bacon.
Bacon wrap bacon.
I figure that way I
What?
sell more
What a
bacon.
gentleman helping her take her
Bacon
jacket
wrap
off.
bacon.
I figure that way
You
I
got to
sell more
unwrap
bacon.
Patty to eat the wrapped bacon.
You will. 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Taking
I
off
mean,
her
it's
mummy
done
wrappings.
now.
I already tasted it. So this pie,
Jane,
this bacon.
Oh, use some
you
tongs or
just gonna
something.
keep selling your damn pie?
Bacon wrap bacon.
This
We
bacon.
just did a whole segment on your pie, but we're gonna come right back over here, Patty,
please,
talking about this
please,
damn
please.
pie.
They're goofing around. Meanwhile, James understands the assignment. He's like, "Oh, this bacon tastes good."
Yeah.
See, the
James a
bacon,
better
I love the
entertainer
bacon.
than either of
I
these
already
two.
tasted the bacon. It's phenomenally fantastic. 2 minutes. All you have to do is 2 minutes, and it tastes like heaven.
This bacon is stupid good.
Is he going to start doing a Steve Harvey comic routine now that he ate the bacon?
Could have a full mustache. Oh,
He's gonna slap Steve.
You know, I was really bracing myself. I thought he was finna slap me. I was finna say,
But no, see, honestly, I love the bacon. It's so delicious. I need a pack to take home.
Yeah, me too. I need a
Because
couple.
I go a box.
she's
Give me
still
a
holding a
box.
full thing of
I need a
bacon. She
couple
hasn't
of
taken a
Right
single
now
bite, this
at
liar.
Walmart.
Well,
What's
the
that
camera
one?
wasn't watching. She ate
this is
stuff like
candy.
11
We
in her
call this
mouth.
candy
Yeah.
bacon, sugar-coated bacon.
Oh, but it's so good.
If you-
Diabetic bacon.
there we
too.
go.
Yeah.
If you're gonna eat the sugar bacon, just pull up in the emergency room parking lot when you.
Yeah.
What is it?
My food will send you to the hospital.
I love this insert of random white women laughing.
Yeah, they're so pleased.
The Karen section.
Yeah.
They're like, wait, now we
I
can
never
say we
had
have
taco
3
bacon.
black friends.
Oh,
Look at this, 3 of them all in one show.
I just love when he said
What?
on my own.
This
Why?
is the bacon that Steve jizzed on. What is this?
What
What the fuck is this?
I
Wind
was
up
like
in them.
chocolate covered bacon.
But it's
Why?
white.
It's Steve covered bacon.
Yeah.
Steve
Oh,
Essence.
bacon?
It's like dipped in egg drop soup.
Oh,
Steve.
no. Come on, Steve.
Oh, God. This bacon is for my granddaughter.
I didn't know that.
She's 9 months old. Her name is Gia.
Beautiful.
She's so.
She's a little diva.
She is. That's
Better
my
looking
baby.
than Mindy
What's
Meyer's
the- is this
kid.
the same?
That's a double bacon.
Oh, that's bacon.
That's double
Now,
bacon.
this is.
That's a bacon wrap date.
Oh.
I'm gonna eat
Oh,
this
not a
bacon wrap
fan.
day. I'm gonna go on this date and see
Big
what it's gonna
fan.
be like.
Hurry up.
Said 4 funnier things than Steve Harvey said in his entire career.
Easily.
Yeah! Hey, I thought you want to go to worship. I thought you want to go to worship. Go ahead. Just a
Go to
date.
Russia, did he say?
Good. You never had
Really?
a date?
What did he say?
I just have relationships.
Worship?
I never know.
Like he's about to go to worship.
He's gonna go on
Steve
a
is
worship.
the kid.
Talk about the date bacon.
Hey, let me ask you something. The two of you teamed up a holiday cooking special that airs tonight.
What?
Yes, on the cooking channel. James
Wow.
and I, Patti LaBelle, at my son Zori's house, we did a
Oh.
cooking show.
a pie special. All
We'll
different
do a
kinds
watch
of
along
pie,
of that
not
for the next
sweet potato
Patreon
pie.
episode.
Pie, Patty.
Slap somebody,
Patty pie. Walmart, thank you for Steve's bacon. Thank you for Patty pie.
And
for things-
Walmart, thank you for James cheeseburgers that's about to come out. The bacon on them and a slice of pie for dessert.
Right.
Hey, listen,
We thank
you can
Steve.
get it in all public stores and some Walmarts. If you go in there and they ain't got it, just ask for it. Right after this ass, folks, you can go online.
Right
'cause
after
I'm
this
gonna
ass?
post- James is going to do an extended review of my bacon online. Ladies and gentlemen, the legendary My Girl, Patti LaBelle.
My Girl was a different artist. He didn't even know who she is.
I just can't get over what a scumbag that Steve Harvey is, because they bring Patti LaBelle on. She does her pie thing. They bring James on. He's basking in his glory. And this motherfucker can't resist doing a doubly long segment about his stupid fucking
Oh, yeah.
bacon.
Like, well, if we're promoting Walmart products, I got to get my shit in too.
You just can't, and it's twice as long as the segment with,
Oh,
the,
for
with
sure.
the pies. He can't help himself. He let James say like 4 words. He's mocking him. He's jumping around on the
Yeah.
stage like he's got a fucking disease. He's doing the
Wow.
he's doing the fucking Macarena.
Sorry, this headline. James Wright Chanel talks about how God blessed him financially because Patti LaBelle didn't.
Oh no! Oh no!
Let's see. Oh, she invited him up to sing Lady Marmalade?
That's not enough for you, James.
Are you a podcaster?
Yes. Thank you.
0.5 WBLS, your number one source
Oh, we could have
for
seen
R&B.
this, right? This
I
is
need
weird.
James. James.
Oh, we could have heard it. Oh, listen to him.
Look at
Oh,
that
my
outfit.
goodness.
Goddamn.
It's like the Michael Jackson Thriller outfit, but like 5XL.
He's like a chunky Billy Porter, basically.
Oh my God, this is so. I'm vicariously freaking out. Like I'm so happy for him.
Is it inappropriate to say Billy Porker? Should I not say Billy Porker? I won't say
who
it.
you are. Break it. Say it quick, baby. I am James Wright Chanel.
Everybody knows who the fuck he is. Yeah.
Half the people there are there to see him. They don't know who Patti LaBelle is.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so James, I didn't know about this video coming out. It came out, and he threw down about 12 million views now. This is James Wright. He's my angel
lot of breath,
from high sky. So sing, darling. Anything you want, anything I want, say, babe. Hey, itchy, itchy, yeah, yeah.
I am such a fan of his. Like all of his mannerisms win me over.
Play that bass.
It feels like he's holding back a little bit.
He doesn't want to outshine the diva. Yeah.
Oh, there he goes. It's like in a horse race when they keep the horses in a little pen in the beginning and then.
That's also ironically what the pies are made of. The horse
Energy.
egg.
Oh. She's like, all right, turn it down to 9 there, buddy. It's my show.
No.
Thank you.
Just want to say WBLS was the rap station when I was a kid. It was like 75% R&B, blues, soul music, and then after midnight it became a rap station, which was great. That's the only place. Right? Like MTV wasn't playing many rap videos then. It was like 1981, 82. WBLS was the only place that you were in New York that you could hear rap music.
Now they promote Walmart pies.
I don't even know if WBLS still exists. I mean, that's an old video. I don't even know if there is still. I mean, it might be something called WBLS, but I don't know if it still plays soul music and all that.
Number one for R&B.
Oh, okay. I know a bunch.
That might actually be. They might actually broadcast out of my office that I never go to.
Wow.
I'm curious what the shaded Patti is now.
Save big on the new Samsung Galaxy.
This is before they went on Steve Harvey, right? It was like his initial reaction.
No, this is after.
Oh, really? But they became best friends. She brought him on stage. What happened?
Well, that's what I want to know.
I remember. I know before that they had an issue because she like dissed him.
Actually, no.
Share the video
because I already had like a following or whatever from other videos.
Yes, I do remember that.
And then that video just went. It wasn't just a video. It was a moment. It was epic.
Yeah,
True. It was.
People still talk about it.
People still talk about it. And what's crazy is
here we are.
All the people that that did viral stuff and went viral and all that good stuff. Like, no shade. They have not done what I did.
No.
Like and people don't ever really even know the numbers. So 2.5 million pies sold out overnight, and $11.5 million was made overnight.
How much of that did you get? Can you share that info?
Yeah.
I'm just messing.
I can
I'm not
share
trying to
it.
clock you, get your pocket.
You can share it.
Nothing,
I didn't
I'm
get
gonna do
shit.
this free pedicure, girl. I ain't got no money.
I was gonna say, where are they? A fucking spa?
And there's no shade.
Go ahead.
Still? No, they didn't nobody do nothing. And there's no shade. I wasn't expecting anyone to do anything. It's just I do videos but the thing to do is, but can I tell you, I serve a God.
Quetzalcoatl.
Talk about it. That will just bless you when you least expect it. Let me tell something really quick. So
You about to touch my soul right now.
I
I'm
feel
ready.
my eyes getting low.
I'm ready.
So the other day, someone texted me that I know, and she said, the Lord told me to bless you.
All right, whatever.
Because
So
they
I think
sneezed.
You get blessed by text now? That's all it takes?
God works in mysterious ways.
Yeah.
All right. So that
By
is
SMS.
that is our third and final inductee into the April class of the RIPL Livecast Meme Hall of Fame. And we want to thank you for wearing your fancies, getting all dressed up for the show. We clearly didn't.
Your fancy tails.
And
I like fancy tales, like satinets.
And I want to thank you for being a patron. I want to thank you for supporting the show and supporting us. And
fucking hot on.
and we really appreciate it more than you know.
Yeah. We talk about it offline all the time, guys.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't even believe.
Some live audio of it.
He's a boondoggle motherfucker.
All right. So that's our show. We'll be seeing you.
Love you. Bye.
See you in 2 weeks.